Hey there, Sag, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your weekly reading. This is going to be a reading for the week of January 31st through February 5th, 2022. We're going to take a look at past, present, and near future energies. Also, Sag, please remember energies do go both ways, so I could be picking up on your energy or your person's energy. Take the energies as they resonate. Let's get started. Your cards are just giving me all the attitude going everywhere. All right, come on. Sag. There we go. Got an attitude today. Something you don't want to talk about, Sag? There you are. Okay. Well, I don't think you want to talk about your recent past. I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe that's why you were giving me an attitude. Main energy for your reading this week, the Five of Cups. There is some past energy showing up here for you, tied up to a little bit of regret, like, oh man, don't really like how things went down, how things unfolded between us, tied up to this past energy. So we'll see what that's about. In the recent past, you get the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. Something changed here for you, and it went from an energy of, oh my gosh, this breakup, this separation hurts so bad, into focusing all your energy on yourself, on your needs, on your desires, on what brings you stability, okay? I'm not sure what caused this shift. We'll see what that is when we clarify, but it's almost like your entire energy was focused around a painful separation or a painful breakup, and you shifted that and you're like, okay, no, we're putting my energy into me. In the current situation, you get the Six of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. Again, some past energy showing up here, but this is in a more positive way. You have a lot of memories coming up. Very good, very positive, very nostalgic memories. And it's bringing in like emotional fulfillment for you for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. It's almost like you're slowly learning how to be happy, despite the fact that you still have all these memories, all this history with this person. Again, we'll see what this is when we clarify. In the near future, you get the King of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Temperance. Temperance is your energy. King of Wands is also your energy. I don't assign gender to my cards. And in the middle, you have the Two of Swords. There's something that you're confused about, something that you're kind of like thinking and overthinking and you're not really sure about, but it's also putting you in a very closed off energy in the near future. Like you're emotionally closed off because you can't figure something out. Let's see, super vague reading. Just starting off, but let's see if we can get to the bottom of this. Let's start off by clarifying the main energy for your reading this week, which is the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Swords. Yeah, there's definitely some heartbreak that you've been holding on to that you haven't processed, tied up to something that happened between you and somebody else in the past. I feel like you're slowly working through that. You're slowly getting to the place where you're ready to start over. You're ready to start fresh. It's almost like that fire is lit up within you again. You're almost getting to that place, but you're still working through some emotional pain that you need to process. And again, it is tied up to how things happened or what went down between you and somebody else in a past situation. So whatever happened in the past, it's showing up as not the best energy, but you're in a state of, you know what? I'm ready to start over. I'm ready to move past this. Like, not necessarily with this person or without them, you know, we'll see when we clarify, but it's almost like you're like, okay, brand new start. Enough of this. Let's take a look at your recent past. I want to start off by clarifying this Wheel of Fortune to see what brought about this change for you. Beautiful. Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Judgment, the Ten of Cups, the Temperance. You healed. You went through a healing. You went through a very, very intense healing period, and that shifted that energy for you. Again, it's almost like you made the decision, I'm not focusing on the pain. I'm not focusing on the negativity. I'm not focusing on all the bullshit from the past. I'm focusing on me, myself, and I'm making the decision to focus on my happiness. And it was you making that decision within yourself and deciding to heal and really let go of everything from the past that just kind of like brought that shift, brought that change in energies for you. Let's take a look at this Five of Pentacles in the recent past. Interesting. You get the Two of Swords clarifying the Five of Pentacles in the recent past, and then you get the Two of Swords in the same row in the near future. So, Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Two of Swords, Two of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Again, this separation was definitely painful. This separation was definitely not fun. It put you into a very closed off position energetically where you're almost kind of like, you know what? I don't want to be open right now. I don't want my heart to be open. I don't want to deal with anything. And you know how you get into those periods where it's like you're almost, because you're so focused on one thing, it's just you shut off everything else. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting. But that's okay, because you're at the position where you're like, I know that I'm going to have a brand new beginning. I know that I'm going to be able to get over this and start fresh. It's just not, I'm not quite there yet. And it's almost like you're acknowledging that with your energy in the recent past, where you're like, I know I'm going to be good, just not quite there yet. And that's okay. This is very, very rare energy to have, Sag. Let's take a look at the Queen of Pentacles for you in the recent past. Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, again, the Empress and the Eight of Swords. Some of you may be dealing with an earth sign. I don't know what's up with fire signs today. Y'all all had earth signs come up for you repeatedly. So some of you may be dealing with an earth sign. Some of you may just have a lot of earth in your chart. But either way, I really see you in your head here, overthinking, kind of feeling a little bit stuck about how can you move past this? How can you move past this position? You're focusing on your own growth, your own nurturing energy. Queen of Pentacles and the Empress are very, very similar energies. Only the Empress is a major arcana, so it's a lot more powerful, it's more potent, it's more intense. But in the recent past, you're really showing me like, I'm focused on myself. I'm focused on nurturing myself, loving myself, helping myself grow and develop. And the reason you're doing that is because your thoughts are taking over a little bit and you don't like that. You don't like being up in your head. And so I see you really just being like, okay, do I feel stuck mentally? Am I kind of not able to like get out of this energy? Yes. So I'm going to divert all of that energy and focus on nurturing myself and helping myself grow. Very beautiful. Okay. Two more. Dude, you have Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. All you're missing is the Ace of Cups, and you have all aces on the table. Aces are all about brand new beginnings. The fact that you have three aces, one is the main energy, one in your recent past, one in your current situation, lots of brand new beginnings energetically, which is really, really good energy to have. Six of Cups in the current situation is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Wands, the Star. You're clear on the fact that you're almost there. You're almost at the point where you can heal from whatever happened between you and this person. Again, in the recent past, I see you really kind of working on healing, making the decision to focus on yourself and help yourself grow and nurture yourself. And I feel like all that nurturing and self-love really put you into a great position in the current situation where you're like, I'm almost there. I know that I've got like a little bit, like a tenth more left in order to heal completely, in order to completely release all the pain and the negative energy tied up to this past person. But what's beautiful is you're not letting go of the good memories that you two shared. It's almost like you're like, you know what? Yeah, things went down, things happened, but I don't hate this person. I'm not mad at this person. Like, I've released all of that. I'm holding on to the good, letting go of the bad, and I'm just moving on. I'm focusing on myself. This is such rare energy to have repeatedly come up throughout your reading, Sag. Let's take a look at the Nine of Cups for you in the current situation. Okay. Nine of Cups is clarified by the Death, the Knight of Wands, and the World. Yeah. You're letting that cycle close out. You're letting whatever this is come to an end. You're really, really very content, very emotionally balanced, very emotionally secure in the current situation. And you're like, that cycle, closing it out. I'm focusing on myself. I'm putting myself first. I'm focusing on what really lights me up inside, and whatever's meant to die out, whatever's meant to come to an end, whatever cycle's meant to close out, I'm good with it. I'm 100% good with it. Man, I'm kind of jealous of this energy. This is such a beautiful energy to have. Let's take a look at the Page of Pentacles for you in the current situation. Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Page of Pentacles again, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Swords. Again, I really, really see you realizing and understanding that this whole thing was just a learning experience for you. You've gained a lot of lessons. You've gained a lot of knowledge and understanding from everything that you've gone through in the recent past and in the current situation. And what's beautiful is that you haven't closed yourself off completely to the love. You're showing me here like, yeah, I'm still open to love. Not only am I open to like taking that love and focusing on myself and accepting and welcoming all that love into my life, I'm also open to giving love to others, right? Whether it's a specific person or whether there's, you know, just in general where you're like, okay, I'm good with expressing myself emotionally. Very, very beautiful. Like having love alongside all these lessons that you've gained is just so wow. Just wow. Let's take a look at your near future. Excuse me. Because I feel like something's going to change here in the near future. It always does. The second you start focusing on yourself, and especially when you're in such a accepting, understanding, like I'm good with whatever happens type of energy. Let's see. Let's clarify this King of Wands in the near future for you. What did I say? What did I say? You get the Six of Cups in the same row in the current situation, tied up to you just being like, okay, I'm almost done with healing from this person. I'm almost done with releasing all the pain. King of Wands in the near future is clarified by the Tower, the Five of Wands, the Six of Cups. Something with this person from your past comes up again in the near future. It's like the conflict, something that you thought was like put to bed, whether it's you bringing it up again within yourself, or it's like you thought you resolved something but you actually didn't, or this other person is coming in and bringing in their energy. Either way, this conflict that you thought was done, dead, over with, it's resurfacing again in the near future. It's coming up again, and it's coming up very unexpectedly. The Tower is here to let me know that you don't see this coming. You don't expect this conflict or disagreement or whatever it is to pop up again, but it does, at least energetically, in the near future. Let's take a look at the Two of Swords in the near future. Ooh, okay. Two of Swords is clarified by the Moon, the Page of Swords, excuse me, and the Devil. I feel like whatever this is in the near future that keeps coming up sends you right back into that place of being a little bit emotionally closed off, where you're like, I don't want to deal with anything. I don't want to deal with anybody. It's almost like you're taking this conflict, whatever it is that pops up that's unexpected in the near future, you're taking it and you're shoving it deep, deep down. You're showing me here, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to look at it, because one of two things. Either this other person is coming in and they're bringing in a lot of toxic energy and you're like, I thought we resolved this. I thought we were over this. Like, I don't want to deal with this again. That's one scenario. However, the other story that I'm getting for some of you is that you know that when this thing, whether it's an internal conflict or whatever, comes up, it's very, very hard for you to kind of let it go. It's almost like you feel bound or like attached to this to the point where you can't just release it. And you're showing me like, I've done so much work in the recent past to the point where I thought that I don't ever have to deal with this again. And now that it's coming up again in the near future, I don't want to face the fact that I have to deal with this again. Like, it's just too much. I hope that makes sense. I really do. If it doesn't, let me know in the comment section, but I hope that makes sense. Let's take a look at the Temperance for you in the near future. Yeah. Temperance is clarified by the Four of Cups, the Magician, the Nine of Cups. This whole energy that pops up in the near future really starts pissing you off, and it sends you into an energy of just being a little bit unhappy. You're kind of like, God damn it, I gotta deal with this again. Like, again, even if it's not the other person coming in and it's just something resurfacing within you, you're showing me that you're really, really like, I don't want to deal with this. Leave me alone. And all you're manifesting is getting back to that place of that Nine of Cups that you had in the current situation. That energy of emotional fulfillment, emotional balance, happiness, like being okay with whatever's coming. And again, I see you getting out of this energy. You definitely have the tools to do so, but I do see it popping up again in the near future, possibly because you think it's resolved, but it's not really resolved, or maybe you just kind of glossed over it in the recent past, and Spirit is bringing it up again for you because they're like, no, you're almost done. Like, you've done all the work. Come on, this is just the last little bit that we need to get through. And you're kind of like, Spirit, I really don't want to. I feel you. I feel you. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind this week, Sag. Yeah. From the universe, you get the Six of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, lots and lots and lots of Pentacles. You're working towards balance. You're working towards a new beginning. You're working towards achieving a sense of balance internally, but then also externally with all your energies. I see you putting in the work and you're getting there. You're going to get there. I just don't feel like you're quite there yet. I want to close off your reading, Sag, with an oracle card from the universe. I love how these oracle cards always tie in to what the reading's about. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sag. This is your card. You may be focusing on the little details a little bit too much, nitpicking at something, which is why you're still stuck in the near future with whatever this conflict is. But you would know how this card resonates for you, Sag. Full moon in Sag. So, Sag, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it resonated, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps me out. Thank you again for tuning in, and I'll see you here for your reading next week. Bye, Sag.